YouTube, my name is Stacy. I'm known here as flightyrambler, and I'd like to welcome you to my channel today. Today I'm going to begin by showing off some nails that I put on myself a couple of weeks ago. I'll have a link to that video in the top right hand corner, and I encourage you to go check it out. For today's video, I'm going to move forward with the Index Card a Day Challenge. This is hosted by Yellow Daisy Art. Her name is Tammy Garcia, and she has been hosting this challenge for the past 12 years. Myself, I'm only joining this challenge this year. And for me, it's day 23. So I'll begin my project by gluing 3 index cards together. Then I'll take a regular pencil to do some journaling to dump my thoughts. And then I'll do some mark making to add some interest to the background. And I'm showing a fabulous grayscale black and white napkin that I'll be using to put more interest in my background. This napkin will be available in my Etsy shop once I get it launched. I'm going to remove the other plies and work with that single ply on the top layer. I'm going to rip out a section of it, and then I'll use my matte gel medium to glue it down. Once I've got that glued down, I decide to add a layer of gesso, and then I realize I want more texture, so I will go ahead and use this drywall tape. I'll cut up little strips of it and add it to my background, and then I'll glue it all down, make sure it's all glued down with some matte gel medium. Once I have that completed, I realize I want even more texture. So I'm going to add more strips of that drywall tape. Once I get all that drywall tape down, I'm going to reach for some ink. This is light green acrylic ink. I'm going to splat some in the background, and then I'll go ahead and add water and move it around with my paintbrush and my heat tool. Once I have that sufficiently dry, I'll move on to my next color, which is going to be an acrylic ink in Payne's Gray. Once I'm done playing with the inks, I'm going to add some splats, 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 splats. Now that my project is completely dry and sufficiently splatted, I'm going to use these chalk markers. I picked these up at HomeSense and showed them in a recent haul video. I'll have a link to that in the top right-hand corner. The pink one is screaming my name, and I'm going to activate it by shaking it up and making the ink flow. And then I'll go ahead and add pink dots all over my project. I feel it needs to have pink throughout the project, so I'll just use a paintbrush and water to move some of that pink around. So I want to enhance the circles, so I will use this silver gel pen, but it's not quite giving me what I want, so I will move to the black gel pen, and I like that a lot better. For my sentiment, I'll choose to use my Dymo, and then it's time to start layering up the cluster for my sentiment. I have a lot of embroidery floss that I have inherited, and I've sorted it all by colors. This first box has variegated as well as wools and thicker threads, not quite typical embroidery flosses. But in my other two bins, you'll see my box of greens and pinks. Once I've chosen the colors, I'll go ahead and separate the threads because it is 6-strand embroidery floss. I want thinner strands on this project. Then I'll choose a bit of lace to make my sentiment pop. And then it's time to use Aleene's tacky glue to glue it all down. I'll start with the cluster of threads, and then I'll add the lace, and finally my sentiment. And my sentiment today is daydream. Pardon me, I do tend to daydream. And I enjoy how this project came together. I appreciate the colors, how they're popping with one another, and the cluster is really making me happy. I tend to be using this style in a lot of my projects recently, and it's a winner chicken dinner. And that's it for my project today. I'd like to thank you for watching. I encourage you to give me that like, and please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.